Oh, hello, Blair Bears. Just popping on to introduce this week's episode. Do we have a special episode for you this week? I'm so excited. We have Mr. Ron Funches fresh off his Traitors debut. You know, a little bit of scandal there. Then the internet tide came back around on his side. We get all into it, get all the tea on this season of Traitors, which was very fun. We discuss our 13-year friendship, his recent autism diagnosis, how it was a little bit spurred from me touring together all those years, our life philosophies, everything I've learned from him. As you know, we toured together for 6 years, so he's a huge mentor of mine in addition to a great friend. And it's just a really, really special episode, so I'm so excited for you guys to hear it. Just want to remind you of a few dates. I'll be in Grand Rapids, Michigan this weekend at Dr. Grin's, March 26th to the 28th. Please come out. And then I will be going to New York City, reuniting for the first time in a decade to bring back the show that started it all in New York City when I lived there with Corinne Fisher, Nacho Bitches. That'll be April 9th at New York Comedy Club, Gramercy. So I really hope you guys come out to that. We'll have really fun surprise guests as well. Then I would like you guys to Los Angeles, buy tickets for my Netflix is a Joke show presenting Blair, Socci. Gonna have fun surprise guests on that. That'll be at the Hollywood Improv, May 5th, 7:30. Please, please, please help me sell this out. It would mean the world to me after this insane year. And then the next one after that will be May 22nd through the 24th in Indianapolis, Helium. So that's all I have for you right now. Tickets at punchup.live/Blair Socci. They'll be listed in the show notes, as always, everywhere on all my social media platforms as well. And if you guys could go ahead and leave a 5-star review. I know everyone's asked to do this, but if you just take 1 second on Apple Podcasts or Spotify Podcasts, helps us so much. Thank you to everyone who leaves a comment on every clip, on every episode on YouTube, shares, talks about it. It helps so much, and I'm really trying to get this thing off the ground so I get to keep doing it because I love it. It brings me so much joy, and I just love connecting with you guys in this way. So thank you so much for listening. Please enjoy this amazing episode with Ron Funches. I love you all so much. I'm so grateful for you and anyone who supports me. I'm so grateful I get to do comedy. I'm so grateful for MIK, this amazing Aussie network that has given me this opportunity to do this podcast I love so much. So grateful for my family that I adore, who adores me. I'm so grateful for my friends. I'm having a great time on stage despite all the pain. I feel so lucky that I made this decision to do comedy with my life, even though it's so unstable and so up and down and insane. Yeah, I'm really grateful. And of course, I'm missing my brother. Every day is a battle with the grief, but I'm putting one foot in front of the other, and I'm just trying to hold all the good along with the bad and the atrocities and tragedy. That's the only way forward. And there is so much good. That is what really just I've come to distill being a human is. So much pain and so much beauty and perfection at the same time. It's not easy being alive, but it's really cool, and I'm really grateful. Anyways, enjoy. I always do these long ass freaking intros, but I just get excited. I get excited to talk to you guys. I love you so much. God bless. Enjoy.
Oh, what's up, Blair Bears? It's Blair here again. Can you believe it? Oh my God. And do I have a motherfucking episode for you. The gauntlet of all episodes. I have my dear friend, my brother, my mentor, Mr. Ron Funches!
Oh, it's good to have a studio audience.
What's up, Ron? Welcome to the Spaced Out with Blair Socci podcast.
Very popular in Australia.
Yes! Yes, I love... Shout out to Australia, one of my favorite places.
Me too.
Oh my God. It's so great for you to be here with me. And tomorrow is your birthday.
Thank you. Yes, it is.
Yes, it's your birthday. Do you have any special plans?
I'm gonna go to a Bulls game on Friday.
Oh,
and
wow.
then a wrestling show on Sunday. I've forgotten about, I never forget about my birthday, but I'm a very low-key birthday person, even though secretly I want a bunch of gifts and everyone to celebrate me.
Yeah, that's one of your love languages.
Gifts.
Yeah.
Yes. Bulls. And so I saw that the Bulls were playing tomorrow on my birthday and against the Lakers and then Friday against the Clippers. But then I forgot to buy tickets. And then I got a beautiful text from old Tiny Randy. And then she got me the Netflix bungalow for the Clippers Bulls game. And it made me feel so sweet.
I love Tiny Randy.
Yeah, she's the best.
She's so sweet. Once in a while, she messages me. It makes me so happy. Wait, does she
She's
work
about
for
to have
Netflix?
a baby, yeah.
She is?
She's Ted Sarandon's assistant.
She is?
Yeah.
I did not know
You'd
that.
think I'd have a Netflix special.
Randy, put a little bug in the ear, okay? That's really exciting. And I do have to say, because one of my goals for this year is to have new experiences that are just for fun with no means for an end and hobbies. And that is something that I feel you have always been so good at. Like, you always are doing your hobbies and loves so that even though you work really hard, like, you're always really enjoying your life.
Thank you. That's why I had to come here late so that I could make it to Pilates on time.
Which Pilates did you go?
I go to Trish Garland Studios in Sherman Oaks.
Oh.
And yeah, I think it's important to me. It's something that I learned from watching like documentaries from like Seinfeld, the comedian documentary, and other ones where they just talk about in an unstructured life like we have, making sure that you create your own structure and your own 9 to 5. So especially, since my divorce and stuff, having things that are just for me that aren't about making money. I was taking singing lessons for a while.
I know. I want to do that too once I have some extra cash.
Yeah, it's just fun to do things just to make yourself feel better and to better yourself. More candy.
Oh my God.
Are these from downstairs from when I left?
Yeah.
This man, Mr. Kata, excellent producer Kata, giving the two candy boys some candy.
You're listening to Candy Boys.
You're listening to Candy Boys. Couple of Candy Boys here. But okay, to the listeners, I think a lot of you know, but if you don't know, Ron basically did more for me than anyone else, like, in the world. Found me when I was young, never made me feel uncomfortable once.
Thank you.
And really believed in me when I had zero confidence, aside from me getting on stage and screaming like a weirdo.
Yeah, I think you were in college, right? When I met you?
Oh, I was in my grad school.
You were in your grad
Hilarious.
school. And you were writing article or writing some type of...
Oh, that was before I started comedy.
Yeah.
I interviewed you for your half hour for Split Sider.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And just the way that you talked about comedy, and the way that you spoke about your love of it, and the fact that you were interviewing me when nobody gave a shit about me, I was just like, this lady wants to do comedy. She's a comedian.
I'm laughing so hard because that was still like before my brain had told me yet. I hadn't started and I didn't know I wanted to. I just was like, whoa, this is so cool, but I'm going to be a novelist.
Yeah, no.
And we've talked about this many times over the years. Before I started, like, I was interviewing for maybe 6 months. Like, I discovered comedy and then started, like, I didn't grow up watching it. I have no frame of reference for most of comedy. Mm-hmm. I didn't start with a frame of reference.
She don't know who Hamburger is.
Well, now I do, since you told me a lot, actually. A lot of people.
I make you learn about Hamburger.
Yeah.
It's important.
When I didn't know about Hamburger, that, like, blew your mind. Because I said it dead seriously, and you and Gabe were, as many times, trying to see if I was joking or not. And I was like, no, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's just a formative part of my life as a comedian. And so I try to share him with everyone.
Most comedians I know they're like, I love comedy my whole life. I stayed up watching it. Mm-hmm. I've seen every special, and I'm the opposite. Like, I didn't even go to a comedy show until I was 25. I didn't see a comedy special.
Yeah, you're just a prodigy.
No. No. But I toured with Ron maybe like 5-6 years, and it was truly the time of my life. And now that I've talked to so many people like upcoming, I had such like a wonderful situation, because not only like do we both not like to party, we both like to just chill. We like to eat, maybe do like a random weird activity, but like, I talked to these people who they were with a headliner where they had to stay out drinking after. They had to do all this Like, I could have never done that. Like, I have chronic fatigue. You know, I'm like the sleepiest. And so are you, but you can nap. I can't.
I had similar experience when I was coming up. I just kind of had like two different types of headliner mentors. I got to go because I was broke and needed cash. I immediately was like, I'm going to get out of open mics as soon as possible. And I ended up featuring for this guy who was just like a pirate. And
A pirate?
just a straight up pirate named Joe Fontenot. And he...
Joe Fontenot. This is what I love about Ron Funches. He'll drop first and last names.
Yeah, well, rest in peace. So...
Oh, okay, rest in peace. We're honoring him, yes.
But he was just like... One of the things that taught me that, like, comedy is just like any other like self-defined job where there is no like license or test. It attracts people who are either both really into it or just kind of like can't live in regular society, or people who are like avoiding their child support and just going out in bars, want to get cash and then try to sleep with all the waitresses. And one time I saw him have what he referred to as a lesbian pussy eating contest.
What? Ew.
Yeah.
That is so
I'm trying to get back home to my kid.
That's fucking gross. Like,
it was gross.
I am so lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all we would do was just like giggle and like
Go
eat.
to water parks.
Go to water park, which to this day is one of my best memories of my entire life. Even though I had to wear full clothing to withstand the sun over my bathing suit, like a true, I fit in the Midwest that day.
Yeah. You look like one of the old school trolls from the 80s.
Yeah.
Probably the one that was going to the beach.
Yeah, because I was like, for me to sustain a day in the sun with other people without having access to my sunscreen on my person, because you had to put everything in a locker, and we were on mushrooms. So I was like, I have to prepare to last in the sun. So I had to wear clothes over my bed. Which is a crazy thing to say for a Southern California kid. But yeah, it was just like such a good experience. And then also like people would tell me I was weird, but I had no reference to other audiences that like your audience. I fit in so well with them. Somehow it was like a miracle. Like they were so nice to me because they like you.
Well, I've just learned, I mean, I thought I had just a bunch of sweet nice weirdos and that liked me because I talked about my son and his autism, and then just found out that my whole just spirit in comedy is just full autism coded. So
yes.
It would have made sense why you fit in.
Oh yeah, let's talk about this. Congratulations, because you used my doctor. And I got diagnosed a year ago, and we had the same manager, beloved woman that we both adore, Miss Melanie Truitt-Passain. She's full.
Full up on names. Don't try to give her any more.
No, Ron makes her really rich, thank God. You had always been such a proponent for the autism community, like done all the fundraisers, like that was always your cause for like game shows. You did the Puma edition shoes that you designed for autism. And then a year ago, and it was like crazy because I had a 3-month span where I got a golf ball tumor outside of my head. I got diagnosed with autism, ADHD, OCD, and then my brother died within 3 months. And then like recontextualizing my whole life, which I know you're just starting to do and in a very public way.
Yeah.
Has been so interesting. And at first, like after my diagnosis, and the lady that we went to, and I knew this, extremely comprehensive. Like we met weekly for 8 weeks. And so there's no doubt she asked every question about your entire life. And then after I got diagnosed, I had a month where I was like, no, that's not right. I like went into denial. Now everything makes sense.
Yeah.
And so what does it felt like
I was
for
like,
you?
I think I cried a lot during our first session just because she'd ask the questions and I'd just be like, yeah, but that's everybody. Like everybody has violent aversions to the fluorescent lights at Walmart. What do you mean? Like everybody hates the smell of every Uber that they go into to a violent degree. Like, what do you mean? And so her would be like, no, not everybody.
Yeah,
And like, it's funny because, and I mean, I'm sure you noticed this with me, like all these odd particularities, like traveling and stuff. And it just comes off as you seem difficult, but really it's like your nervous system is like going insane.
Well, I think also just like for me, there'd been a lot of little circling around it. Just, from my son to like when you got your diagnosis, it was a kind of a red flag for me to just be like, wait, like I relate to you the most of just about anybody,
I know. And it was funny because you said to me where I was like, because also autism, I've learned so much now in the last year, but most women don't get diagnosed till their late 30s or 40s, but it presents so differently in men and women. But you were the first person that was like, because a lot of people are like, you don't have autism. I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to try to convince you. I don't give But you were like, yeah, that makes full sense to me. And you're someone I spent so much time with. But I did think, I will say, when I got diagnosed, I did think of you. Because it's genetic.
You were like, I should suggest.
Well, you know why I got diagnosed is because, and I think it's the same thing as you, but I kept having people come up to me at shows being like, I'm autistic. Are you autistic? And I was like, what are they seeing?
Mm-hmm.
It was so confusing to me.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, how would they be able to see that?
It was with you, and then when I went and did the show before it aired, it was just the fact that I felt so, I was like, not like, because there was this also just like them being mean to me, but then there was also just this level of when people would be like, are you having fun? Do you even want to be here? Are you, and I'm like, thought I'm showing full.
Oh yeah, you're just like focused or like present, and it's interesting. I've learned this too, and you have learned this. God, I had heartbreak, and it all turned around so fast in your favor. But like at first, when the internet was like, and it was so brief. Thank God. Was like mad at you for a second, and then they switched where everyone was on your side. Thank God. But I was like, you don't understand, like, especially autistic people are 100% authentic. So everyone else is like performing and calculating, and we are never.
Yeah.
Like, I try to tell people, like, I never say something I don't mean. Like, I can't even say good set if I don't mean it.
Yeah. And that's what I think was giving me a lot of anxiety while I was there, was that I would equate performance and the performativeness and the like lying with being a traitor. And so I was like, oh, okay, they're a traitor. This person's a traitor. Da, da, da. And it's just like, no, this is just how they act. And this is who they are. And they like to like manipulate and lie, even if they weren't. And so then it was just very confusing to me. And for then that to be like, oh no, that's the majority of
that's
people.
That's like life.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, I'm the one that's different here.
And another thing, and Mel like always reflects this back to me about you too. And I think I have gotten to this place in my last couple of years, not when I was younger, especially when you're like dead and broke, but you have always done your own thing. Like, you have never tried to like exist in comedy, like compared to other people or like cliques or like any of that.
It doesn't make sense to me. Like, I always just want to get by on my own merit. Like, I'd rather be half as successful on my own merit than have someone else's name on my thing. Like, I've never been that type of person. And I love support. I love when people love to just lift me up and stuff. I'm a big fan of that. But I just think so much of comedy, why I got into comedy was to be myself and to have fun and to have joy. And so if I have to like lower parts of me or not say things that I believe in, then to me, I should just go get a regular 9 to 5.
Wait, I have such a question, and I think I know the answer because, but when I found out you were going on Traitors, I was like freaking out. I kept texting you about it because like the season before, it was the first time I watched it with like Gabby Wendy, and I loved it. Did you watch before you went on?
I watched a few episodes. I watched season 2 with Deontay Wilder and Phaedra.
Oh.
And that seemed really fun and intense. And then I got my ego up because I thought Deontay Wilder just didn't understand the game because he quit after like getting a couple accusations wrong because he felt a lot of guilt. But then when you go there, you're like, oh no, I get why he felt the way he felt.
Right. Well, it is crazy because, like, you know, all reality shows, and I've been watching reality shows, I've always compared it to wrestling for men, is that, like, you're away from your family, you're away from your phone, and you're, like, not in your bed, especially for a neurodivergent person, which is, like, for me, a big, like, my home is, like, how I regulate, you know? And everything becomes much bigger than, like, if you were just, like, driving to set and going home to your house. You're, like, away at a fictional summer camp.
Yeah, you're at a summer camp. It's like, for me personally, it felt like I was at a summer camp, and then everybody was like, we don't want to play with this guy. And then, but my mom wouldn't come pick me up.
Shout out Karen, one of the best mothers in the world. I love you, Karen. I have to tell you something. I stopped watching when you got off. Didn't watch the rest of the season.
I've heard that from a few
I said,
people.
oh, he's off? Then I'm off.
I appreciate that love. That's been the main thing that I found, boom, from going on there, is that not only did it give me, like, new fans who just liked me for being myself, and they could see that I'm like, oh, this guy is being authentic where everybody else is kind of, like, putting on an act. And then there were people who had been fans of mine who kind of, like, were like, all right, well, you know, he's fine. He's doing good. I don't need to support him anymore. And they saw this and they were like, they're fucking with my boy. And now they're coming out to the shows and supporting me very much. And I really appreciate it.
I love it, and it's so cool. I will say, like, back when I was touring with you, most of the shows were always sold out.
Thank you.
But it's crazier now. Like, I hear, like, everyone's just like, oh, yeah, I have to keep adding shows, and it's so radical.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. And I think, you know, people are always like, you want to have that time before you for something like that happens so you can be good. But you're like, no, I just want the money. But I actually really do feel the fact that, like, I'll be 20 years deep in October, is a real blessing with dealing with this, because it helps me not, I don't feel the need to, like, here's an hour of Traitors material for you guys who only know me from the Traitors.
Yes.
You know?
Oh, totally.
So I just do, like, 10 minutes, talk about it up top.
I saw,
and then I do my thing.
I laughed so hard at that clip. Portia did, say...
She said she was a traitor. She said it. Lovely woman.
And so, your reasoning was so sound.
Yeah.
So it was so odd, but Colton, I don't know.
Yeah. 'Cause they just let him go. They just let he say whatever. They just fine with it.
Well, it is funny, like, how they compile people from all those reality shows, because you know, I watch Housewives. I'm in and out all over the years of different franchises and stuff. But I didn't watch Colton's season, and so I didn't know who he was. Mm-hmm. But all my friends were like, "Oh, he's trouble." All my friends were like, They're like, "He's big trouble." And then you know who I kept texting you about, who everyone kept. I was just like, "Get him off my screen!"
Oh, Rappaport. Yeah.
Everything he said, I was like, I cannot listen to this man. I cannot look at him or listen to this man. Who was your favorite besides Rob, obviously? How do you feel about Lisa Rinna now?
I love her.
Okay.
She's great.
Okay.
Yeah, I love her as a human and what she stands for. Like, she's on the right side of history on most topics. So I'm a big supporter in that. She's a hustler. She's a hard worker. She's from Medford, Oregon, which is like it's a shittier place than Salem, Oregon.
Well, I would never know that she's from Oregon.
Yeah. And so we kind of bonded on that. I didn't know anything about her when we were there. And most of the stuff I didn't know until after I left. But once we left, we realized that we're both, like, I went to Terry Hatcher's Christmas party and she was there at the party. And then I went to another party and she was at that party. And
oh my God.
We have a lot of mutual friends.
I also love your friendship with Terry Hatcher.
Me too.
And she is so sweet. And I got to meet her one time by proxy of you, and she was so sweet.
She's the sweetest. She's a lovely person. Makes me feel like a good human because she likes me.
For younger audience people listening right now, Desperate Housewives was one of the most legendary series that's ever existed. And I watched every single one with my mother, and it was like a huge deal, like when it came out every week. And I thought Terry Hatcher, she still is, I thought Terry Hatcher was like the most beautiful person I've ever seen in my life.
She's so gorgeous.
I met her at
which I feel like you should do again because it was like one of the best nights of my life.
At the weed dinner.
Oh my God. It was so cool.
It was really fun. Hard to set
Now
up.
you're too famous
And I
now
had
to do it.
It's not even that. It's just like when you work with weed people. I guess I don't even have to finish that sentence. You get it right away. I'm like, no, you can't have your friend who live paints open for the comedy show.
That's so true.
Yeah.
But we had this event and Terry Hatcher came with her daughter. It was so cool. And Ron, like, it was Ron's event and like paired with these incredible, like, fine dining chefs. Like, it was like every dish was like high concept.
Yeah, Chef Chris.
And there was like this amazing DJ.
Yeah, it was a beautiful time.
It was so fun.
It was one of the best events I had ever been to.
Me too, I think. Wait, okay, so how do you feel? I have some questions that I need to...
You got some questions in your laptop?
That I need to, yes, you know. And now all the printouts make sense, right?
Yeah. Everything full out.
Since I started comedy and all my comedian friends know this, like I have typed out my jokes because I was a writer before.
Full script.
Yeah, full script. And I also have a pathological fear that I will not remember anything. And it has actually served me. But I have every joke's typed out by month, by year. And so, of course, I do my episode rundowns typed out. But all my friends would be like, cool book report at the shows. And you're so opposite in that way because you're just like so free flowing.
Just little notes and but you know, you do a little bit of both now, which has been fun to watch you. Like, you know, and make you. That's why I'd say like working with me is very chill, and I try to make it every fun and laid back, and but at the same time, I'll be like, I always try to push people's comedy, and we have fun. You know, we do little challenges.
Oh, I love it! Oh my God, Funch would do this. It was so funny. We would do these challenges where we have to say some word or phrase that is like so awkward or like embarrassing or something. And you had to every person would have to insert it during their set. And it would basically be for us. And then we'd start laughing so hard. The audience would laugh hard, but they wouldn't really know what was going on. They'd just be like, some freak shit just happened.
Yeah, until like the third person, once they have heard it 3 times, they're like, oh... They're doing their own secret word.
Oh my God. I just went back to Cap City headlining, and it was the first time I'd been back since the weed brownie incident.
Yeah, I love when you're high on stage.
No, it's bad.
It is bad.
Okay, so that's why it's only happened like literally twice, and both times were with you. But in between shows, how I did this, I don't even know. But it's again my literal thinking, like, oh, no one would do this. Ron gets a lot of weed-inspired gifts from his kind fans. Someone brought homemade brownies in after the first show. They were unlabeled. Unlabeled brownies. I thought this only happened to high schoolers, and I was starving like normal, as I am always. And I put down a brownie. I was like, ate it so fast. I was like, this is such a good brownie, incredible. And then I go, wait. Right after, and then we have like 40 minutes to the next show. It hits so hard. By the time I go on stage, I'm crying laughing. I am laughing so hard. I don't think I did one joke for 30 minutes. You came out and sat in the crowd and laughed. And I was basically just talking to you the entire time. And I don't remember what I said the next day when we walked in. They go, the whole staff was like, how are you doing?
What's so fun? It's because I just remember you going like, I don't know any jokes.
I don't know how you do it, by the way. A lot of practice.
A lot of practice, and I think from going through my diagnosis, just a part of my thing where weed helps me in a different way.
Oh yes,
helps my anxiety as
I
opposed
know
to causes it.
That's so funny. I thought of that too. It's like regulating because when I was younger, especially when I started comedy, but in my 20s, like I used to love to drink, like especially in New York and stuff. I love to drink and party, and I didn't really drink that much in my 30s, but I can look back and see like, oh, I felt so free free and outgoing. You know, like you don't have to, it unmasks you a little bit.
Yeah. If I was at a dinner party with more than 4 people without being a little stoned is terrifying to me.
I love that it helps you be social because for me, you know, it makes me go mute.
Yeah.
And I just go to sleep.
Yeah, and that's the thing at the castle, and they're like, Ron's not talking a lot. It's like they don't let me have weed here.
Yes. That's so funny. I didn't even think about that. What was that like? Awful.
Near the end, terrible.
What was the food like there?
Also terrible.
Really?
Yeah.
Because like they have it. It looks like you're at like dining at like.
I mean, the breakfast and stuff. It looks beautiful, and there's fun danishes, but it's all snackies. If you want a full meal,
It's not full meals.
Not full meal. There's like lunch meals.
I would die. I'm not a snack guy.
Yeah, if you want
need a
full
meal.
meal, you're really you're by the end of it, you're like, I mean, I was losing weight and everything.
Can you
know?
get care packages?
No.
Are you allowed to exercise?
I can tell you later.
Oh, how much? Oh, you can't tell. And how much sleep were you allowed to get?
Not much.
Really? Like they make you go to bed late and then make you wake up early?
Yeah.
Oh, so it makes you just on
That
edge.
one, like, I was tied to that tree. You're like, I was tied to a tree out late at night until, like, I think we didn't get done until like 3 a.m, and then breakfast was at 10.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Or just to wrap up the autism thing, because it's like, it's so funny that we're sitting here now. But they say that neurodivergent people just find each other like naturally.
No,
without even knowing it.
And for me, it's been really fun for my son to be able to relate to him a little bit more. Not that he gives a shit. He doesn't care at all. People kept being like, oh, you go tell your son. And I told Malcolm, and he was just like, okay.
Ron has 2 beautiful sons. Malcolm, like I got the distinct pleasure of getting to spend a lot of time with. And this is way before I knew that I was autistic. But I was genuinely so moved by him. Like every time I got to see him, like the one time that I got to fly home alone with him and I spent one-on-one time, like it almost brought me to tears. Like I spent a whole therapy session after talking about what it was like to be around someone so pure-souled. And like, he's just like a magical.
Yeah, he's taught me so much to accept myself and to like look at self-improvement from a view of just for me. And like, this the way he like loves his body. He loves his like diet.
So sweet.
Like he's just.
I like your shirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you like my shirt?
Yeah. That's why I asked.
If I have a man on, I usually say, who's your favorite comedian and why isn't it a woman? But for you, I know I know that you're a favorite comedian.
In your face.
And when I found this out, one of my favorite facts about you, tell them your favorite comedian.
We talking about stand-up or just general comedy?
General
Lucille Ball.
Lucille Ball!
Yeah.
He loves Lucille Ball. And I just love that you love Lucille Ball. And it's so funny to me because I Love Lucy was actually one thing that I did come across in my removed Orange County childhood where I was outdoors most of the time. I remember being a kid thinking she was so funny, like the physical comedy. And I still love physical comedy so much because I think there's something pure about it. Like, I don't know. I always say this, that I think comedy is just so serious now. And I just love how silly she was.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many things to love about Lucy. On the surface level, so beautiful.
So beautiful.
A beautiful woman.
Redhead. I love a redhead.
A proud, a strong woman. A woman who stood up for her rights, for the rights of her husband. In the McCarthy era of USA, that was anti-Cuban.
Built the first studio,
greenlit Star Trek, greenlit Mission Impossible. Just a badass boss lady. I mean, I've always been a fan of like female-led comedy shows. My favorite shows were like, again, I Love Lucy, Roseanne, Grace Under Fire.
Roseanne, huh? That's a tough one.
Yeah, well, now, yeah.
We all have losses.
Yeah, we do.
Losses happening all the time for all of us.
Cosby Show, a lot of stuff, you know? But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
To me, comedy is always my favorite when I get to view someone else's world and it feels already established. They have their own secret language, their own codes, and to me, like, it doesn't always have to be female led, but when I see something that's not that's what I love about Seinfeld is like, it taught me a lot about what it was like being a New York Jewish person.
Wait, I I'm laughing because I forgot that you liked Seinfeld.
Yeah, I love Seinfeld.
That's so funny.
You don't like it?
Oh, no, I liked it, but it was like, I didn't watch it,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But my dad liked it.
Yeah. But again, just worlds. Like, to me, it's the same. Like,
Yeah.
that's like what makes shows like Broad City, Working Class, Workaholics, and then people or network executives in particular, they all go like, oh, we just need another one of these.
I know.
But what they need is another world.
Yeah. And then they're like, actually, we already have something similar to this.
we have 12
Which
of
is
these.
it? Which is it?
Yeah.
One thing that I love about you is that you genuinely do, and not in a DEI way, like
I like that
female comedy.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Like, and you did way before you even had like a female opener or anything.
no, I just like comedy. I like good comedy.
Yeah, see, just that is like so purely nice to hear because that's just not the organic. Like, and look, I appreciate men who make an effort to like female comedy. I fully do. But it is so nice when someone just organically likes it.
Yeah.
And not that you like all female comedy,
No.
just like good comedy.
No, you get hacky female comedy just like there's hacky male comedy.
Fully. There's just more men.
Yeah, there's just more. And so.
And it's less forgiving to women.
Most comedy's bad, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you watch most of anything, not the best, but you see that 20% that's really good, really unique. And to me, it doesn't matter, like, whether it's like Anthony Jeselnik or Tig Notaro or you or just anyone. Like, if I can watch you for 5 minutes on stage, learn something more about you, and there's some joke that goes, fuck, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Then it's beautiful to me.
Who have you seen lately that's like really impressed you or made you laugh? Because we see so much, like, and we've talked about this 1 million times. And that's something I love about watching you is because, like, no matter how many times I've seen your act, like, I would still laugh so hard. Like, I'd be having a great time in the audience. You can watch comedy and be like, that's a good joke, and not laugh out loud. Like, I'd say that's even more prevalent for comedians. It's because you start to see where a joke is going before, you know? And so it's like really takes a lot to get a laugh. Like, you have to be surprised. I've also noticed, for me personally, the comedy I'm most drawn to is like when people talk about their families.
Yeah, me too.
I've noticed that's the through line through all ages, genders, creeds. Like,
Well, that's what works, especially if you start touring internationally. You know, you really,
really?
like these references that you have, like even base level, where sometimes, you know, the joke that I had, the conspiracy theory joke that
Yes.
people like, and big joke here in America. But because I go, oh, you think the government's batting 1,000?
Yeah.
That doesn't work in the UK. Because
Yeah.
they don't know what batting 1,000 means.
oh, right. I know the one time I did comedy in London, some things didn't translate. Yeah.
But that's so much fun to learn. But then, like you said, the stuff about my son, the stuff about dating, stuff about family, that all hit because that didn't need any type of reference to hit.
Right.
I saw, Mandel. I like Mandel. I think
Oh, yeah. Everyone's like really says he's so funny. I'd love to watch him.
He's very funny. I hadn't really. I've been spending this year watching more sets. Like, I had been the last couple of years been very isolated, as you know.
Yeah.
Same.
Same. I have only left my house in the past year to do comedy.
And then I will say, not necessarily a comedian stand-up, but I've been watching a lot of more stuff on Dropout, and I really like that show. Very important people on there. And so the host of that, Vic Michaelis, she really makes me laugh a lot. I think she's very smart. The way she's able to lead an interview when the guest is kind of struggling, or the way that she's able to lay back and let a guest shine.
What's your skin routine like?
Slacking these days. I need to get back on
you
it.
You can't tell. It's looking luminous.
Thank you
it's
so
looking luminous.
much.
I know you like a facial here and there.
Yeah, I love getting a facial. I get my Botox every 4 months or so.
I love you.
And then
this is the best.
I like a little Korean face mask, of course, but I don't
Are we
do
going?
it.
Are we going? A Sungboon?
I don't know the names of them.
Biossance?
I got in Japan. I got this rice porridge one that I haven't used
Beautiful.
yet. But like, you pour it on your face and
Oh.
use it. But I've been more like a Jeep where I haven't been taking care of myself the last month or so. So I need to get back on.
Well, you've had a lot going on.
Yeah.
You've been doing a crazy press tour culminating at the big dog over here. Culminating at numero uno,
Absolutely.
big podcast.
Been waiting.
What makes you feel alive?
Whoa, my sons.
I
Waking
love
up
that.
in the morning and having my youngest one to play Smash Brothers on the Nintendo 64, convincing Malcolm to play with us, and then for him to turn and go, Malcolm, we're the Smash Brothers.
No!
Yeah.
No, that'll kill me.
Yeah.
I need a recording of that. I need a video of that.
Yeah.
Malcolm, we're the Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
That's so fucking cute. That makes me think
It's
of my
so
brothers.
cute.
Do you believe in God?
I believe in a form of God. Yes.
That's the same with me.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, I don't fuck with religion at all.
Yeah.
And to me, my God is divine, loving intelligence. It's not like a man
Yeah.
in the sky. It's just like the magicalness of the lovingness of the universe.
Yeah, and it's like an example of what's already in us that we're supposed to be headed towards, I believe, personally, and that we are able to make a heaven here on earth with our lives that we want to live, that there's
Love
always
this.
like, cycles of positive and negative. But
Yeah, there is, bitch. Oh, yes, there is. Even when it seems you have the best scenario as a human being, life is fucking
it'll
hard.
turn around.
And you have no idea, honestly, until it gets to you. Like, and no one makes it out without it. It just went.
That's true. Damn.
But one thing I learned also from you is like you were always very clear on your purpose and like you had a clear why. And obviously there's, more than one reason because it's fun and it's makes good money and all these things. And like, it's a joyful life, but it's like to spread joy, to make other people happy, to show other people if they have this or that they can still follow their dreams or whatever.
Yeah.
But like when I was coming up, and now like I've been headlining for a while, but I noticed that in you, and like I didn't have that really translated in myself because I was still trying to like learn my craft when I was opening and everything. And now with like my brother's death and like getting older and just having my shit rocked to death, I'm like, oh, okay, I have to live for my brother. I have to live for the both of us. I have to live for people who have gone through loss like I have, who have gone through depression like I have, who have struggled with mental health, autistic people who feel disenfranchised, whatever it is. Life is fleeting. Like I have to use the gifts, whatever gifts God has given me, to just spread love and joy and make someone's day like a little lighter.
Yeah, I used to not like the pressure of that. And I even would write jokes. I wrote a joke about how, like, people, when I lost weight, and people be like, you're my inspiration.
Oh,
and
yeah, I remember that.
And
yeah.
I hated that. And it took me a while to kind of go from, like, it's not like a weight to me. It's more like this battery that, like, I think is beautiful because there's so many people in the public eye that you see them get something and they win and you're like either like I don't care or like, oh, that person again, that sucks. And to have so many people, I was at a show in Ann Arbor and the lady was just like, she's like, I've been following you for 15 years and every time you book something, every time you get something, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for more people to know about you. And that type of like love makes me feel very blessed.
Yes. You've affected people.
Yeah. And like you said,
and built a community.
I try to mostly be like, sell a life of like freedom and happiness and be like, you can be you can have autism, you can be like, I have no reason to be someone that anyone would have bet on. I had a kid when I was 19.
Yes.
I community college dropout, I was obese. I was not like some traditionally, I wasn't like Rob on the show where you'd be like, oh, you see why everybody likes this guy, you know what I mean? And nothing against Rob, but you see, like, I know there wasn't I'm very attractive, but not like at that time, very not traditionally attractive. And so to be able to win and like, show that like, oh, I can provide for my sons and have a life I want and travel overseas and have fun and buy a new car or just do fun stuff. To me, like that is the thing to be like, I'm not shining on people or trying to show off. I'm just
enjoying your life,
being a good person.
Living your life to the
living my
fullest.
life and try to be a good example to show like no matter what's going on in your life and what type of neurodiversity you might have, what type of differences you might have, your background, growing up in Southside Chicago, like you can make the life that you want. I think that's important to show people.
I think
given what I've gone through, and then like when I started going out on my own and like having to build an audience and stuff, and even this past year, I used to really only be funny online. I just only showed that side of myself. Once in a while on a podcast, you know, someone would get like the truth of me, but I don't know, like the public knew how deeply earnest of person I actually am in real life, you know?
Yeah.
And so this past year, I had to just fully open up of what I was going through in order to continue doing comedy. It was the only way I could continue
Yeah.
to be truthful about what I was going through, because there's many days where I'm crying the whole day and then I get on stage.
Yeah.
But now it's come to the point where like I love comedy, and it's such like a beautiful, even if I'm crying the whole day and it feels like it's going to be hard to go on stage, it ends up being a nice, fun break where I'm like, thank God I stuck with this.
Yeah, no, when I was going through my divorce, it was very similar between comedy, jujitsu, and Pilates, just having these three things that where the rest of the day I might have been crying or depressed or just in bed, that for those, like I would lay on the mat after jujitsu and just be smiling, or I'd be on stage and just be in the moment.
In the moment,
to be in the moment
So
outside
true.
of my head. It's important. And I think one of the things you're going through and that I went through that seems at the time, but I actually think is a blessing, is to allow your audience to see you struggle for a bit, to not have to have this persona of like, I'm always crushing it.
Yeah.
I'm always on the next thing. To have them, to the people who came and saw me for like the 2 years where like my weight was going up, I was going down, and my sets were angry or my sets were sad. And to have those people be like, oh, you seem like you're in a better place. You're doing good.
Yeah.
And then it allowed me to like when like my diagnosis was more public than I would have liked, at least I was more used to it.
Right.
I was used to having people be able to talk about my personal life. I don't always love it, but I do think with our type of jobs, having people who fuck with you through the good and the bad, it means that like this fan base that you're building here is going to be so excited to watch you as you like pop off and grow.
Doing this podcast, I'm so thankful for this podcast, because the first time I've really like genuinely wanted one. It's because I feel like I actually have something to say. And I'm just like thrilled to connect with people in a different way, because this is like the real me off stage. Like I love talking about deep shit. Like I love talking about real shit. I love laughing too, but just like a more full side.
Yeah, I think that'd be the main plus of like when I went on Traitors, was the fact that like even though I had some rough days and some arguments or yelled at some people, like that people got to see all of me.
Yeah, like the whole person.
They didn't get to just see this like goofy guy that's always trying to make you happy. They got to see me when I wasn't happy. They got to see me when I was defending myself. They got to see me on all levels. And then the fact that you know, for me to be consistent and truthful and be kind to other people, helping, you know, things that I wasn't doing on purpose, but to be like, oh, they see me being nice to Donna. They see me being like helpful, even
I
when
love Donna.
other people were mean to me. I'm still helpful to them. Like, I would get this thing where people be like, oh, that's not him. That's not really who he is.
Right.
You know, until now people are like, no, that's him.
Do you believe in aliens?
Yeah.
How long have you believed in aliens?
Probably since I was like a teenager.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I say this every episode, but I never thought about aliens until the government brought them up in 2021 and said they're real.
I mean, I feel like you can't have iPads come up out of nowhere and not believe in aliens, you know?
What do you think they're like?
That I have a harder time
conceptualizing?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like in many ways they weren't smarter than us, then we would have seen them more, you know?
Oh, no, they're definitely smarter than us.
And in some ways, I think that, not in a Scientology way, but I think some of our like religion and God stuff is probably mixed up with aliens in a way that we don't really comprehend.
Oh, totally. I totally see that. What makes you feel the funniest?
Being around Paul F. Tompkins.
Oh my God, that's so specific. I gotta have Paul F. Tompkins on.
He really makes me feel funny when I'm around. He's a good like lifter upper.
I think that is such a good compliment, because like people, it's so great when people make you feel funny.
Yeah, I'd say another person. I mean, I will say another answer, but Maya Rudolph is like that on loop. You know, so,
I love that.
Just people that are very talented who are also giving laughers. This is a lesson I learned long ago, was to not like try to tag everything, but like sometimes laughing at something that's genuinely funny is the best compliment you can give as a comedian.
Oh,
you know?
Totally.
And then what else makes me feel funny? When my shows are full and people are laughing.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, your shows were full 10 years ago. Now they're insane.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what's your greatest dream? I mean, you've lived most of them, but
Not really. I just want to be able to continue to output my style of comedy in a like bigger and bigger way. I still want to have my own shows in a way that are like more than a few episodes on Quibi.
can I be your weird next door neighbor?
Of course, absolutely.
Can I be your Kramer? No N-word. I'm the third Smash Brother.
Yeah, as long as that's your catchphrase, though.
You guys are my Smash Brothers. Teddy's like, who are you? Who are you, strange blonde woman? I'm like, I've been grandfathered in by Malcolm, Teddy. Okay. Ron Funches, star of The Traitors, beloved comedian, my mentor. This man has given to me beyond belief. I couldn't be more grateful. You're my family. I'm so proud of you. It's just so exciting to see how everything's happening.
Thank you, Blair. I'm proud of you for how you continue to be yourself and let people see all sides of you, even when you're not feeling your best and you think that you're struggling. And that you continue to put joy out for other people and are a good example for the children that are in your life.
Thank you.
I think just being a good aunt the way you are and just a good human in general is pretty rare. So keep it up.
Ooh, that's why I wear sunglasses on this podcast, okay? I love you so much. Thanks for coming on. Where can everyone find you? At Ron Funches. He's on
Ron
tour.
Funches everywhere. RonFunches.com on tour. If specifically, go Boston at the Wilbur Theater. I really want to sell that place out. I've always loved that place. And then one time I went there and it was half full and it hurt my heart. So now...
That wasn't when I was with you.
No, I don't think... Wait, did you do the Wilbur
I
with
did
me?
it with you. It was like crazy.
No, that must not... Okay.
For me, it must have been crazy then. Because I thought it was like the coolest thing I'd ever seen.
No, I remember being very upset.
It's going to be full as shit.
Yeah, it's already pretty close. So
Hell yeah.
Fill it up. I'm going a lot of places.
Go see him at the Wilburn everywhere he's at.
Please.
And me too while you're at it.
Yeah, see Blair.
All right, love you guys.
Bye.
Leave us a 5-star review if you would. Bye.
Bye.
Subscribe.